You scare up that alchemist what needed finding?
Hey, where's your beast of burden?
What do you mean? I ate her. Fat bits of her out just a while ago.
What is wrong with you?
What? Her milk ran dry.
She was your friend.
Then she'll be happy I'm so well fed. Shit bricks, boy, you got a real sentimental streak, know that? Don't get yourself confused out there. I'm getting back to it. Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella, about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow? Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business, I'd have set up shop outside a brothel. Or a fighting pit. Or a fighting brothel.
Did he say Aesir? Like gods?
No.
Be extra careful out there, you two. The roads are teeming with more than usual complement of dead assholes lately.
We've noticed. Any idea where they're coming from?
Maybe they ran out of rooms in hell. Or could be Odin stirring up trouble again. Or maybe they all got lost. Why don't you ask one while he's chewing your face off?
We'll just be careful.
Thought so.
I'm not gonna press the triangle dialogue again. This way, huh? You know, I want to be explained at some point why him and Sindri don't like each other. I mean, I get that they're like polar opposites in some ways, but like, does that really, like, need that drastic of a split?
Boy, what is the path back to the witch?
First we need to find a boat.
Boat, huh? So a lot more of family stuff between you and him. Because that's what's been going on so far with the boat segments.
Oh, guess we're not going back to the witch just yet.
Yeah, we are. Wait, what did I do? Oh, right. He hands it to him.
The way back to the witch from here.
That way. Behind the big statue of Thor.
Whether or not he does, the compass does, so I'm good to go.
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had
There we
stories.
go.
Weren't you told me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew of long ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So what happens?
They wager on a race between them. The hare is too confident of victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined. The tortoise wins.
You haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
I think it's pretty clear that he hasn't. Can I do this?
Huh?
The water dropped.
And the serpent rose. Right. I knew that.
Yep. There we go. And this is an elevator of sorts.
I know she's really powerful, but you really think the witch can bring a head back to life?
She's a
She
witch.
seems competent in her craft.
It's the
And we have
magic,
nothing to
not.
lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No. But you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
Huh. Well, at least he has compromises. He'll be like, you know, this guy, Kratos, is the epitome of like the average, stereotypical, stoic,
Now the
serious
door's
man.
The witch's turtle must be standing up. Now how do we get back up there?
Like that. So he's got everything. He's muscly, he's serious, he's stoic. Yeah, he's got everything. Including a badass... ass wipe. Shit. There we go. Those bitches are easy to fight now. They were so difficult when I first fought them. That was back when I was still streaming this shit. But I stopped streaming it because the visual quality looked like a PS1 game. Well, a PS1 game that had... And a PS1 game that had the visual cord fucked up, mind you.
Turn back AC. Guess the gods aren't welcome.
Aesir. Ah. So the witch doesn't like gods, huh? Well, considering the fact that we shot the fuck out of her boar, it makes sense to me.
There he is. I hope he remembers us.
Hey, turtle. You
How's it going,
giant
Charlie?
creature that just
Is your
kind
witch
of...
friend here?
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. Or what it sounded like in my head anyway. Charlie.
Most of to be his turtle though, dude. Like, he just has to chill there, because like he's a... Think about it. Oh shit, hang on. Fucking A, dude. Fucking A, man. Oh, you goddamn it. How many bastards are there? Oh god.
Looks like we got him all.
There we go. As I was saying, I must have to be this tortoise though, dude, because like, it's a living thing, and it has a fucking tree on its back, and it has a house underneath it. Which means even though it's a living thing, it has to stay right where it's at all the time. And turtles live for a long fucking time. That's, honestly, if you ask me, it's a pretty fucking miserable existence. That witch better be giving him something in return. Normally I wouldn't mean it in a sexual way, but like, he's a giant turtle, or tortoise, and she's a witch, so... But he better be getting something out of this deal though, dude, because like, that's kind of a shitty deal if he doesn't get anything out of it.
Father, she is here. It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous. They're wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand?
What? Did Sindri fuck
Do
us
you
over?
understand? Say it!
Jesus,
I
woman.
understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore. Now, what's this about a head?
Ha!
Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Yes.
Please?
Take him to the table. Pamela. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing.
Well, I don't know who he
His
is,
head under the
so...
water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
Yeah.
It worked!
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned,
Freya.
death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya, isn't that the mom?
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
She's got a point.
We are leaving, boy.
But
Now.
Why is it a
You're
big deal
welcome.
though that she's a goddess?
why did you do that?
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your council head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
You know, I feel like a lot of characters and just plot points character-wise in this game would be way more impactful if I knew a goddamn thing about any of these motherfuckers. Like, if I took a class about Norse mythology, I feel like this fucking game would be so much better. I mean, I like the game as it is, like from, you know, from a gameplay perspective, and even story. Well, actually, the story. Okay, while the story is good, like, and when I say good, I mean well written. Like, it is honestly, it's kind of underwhelming. And I'll explain in a minute. Like, I feel like this game would be way better to me. Like, it would be more impactful, like I said before, if I knew anything about these guys, like the goddess and the realms and all that. Now, what I mean when I say that the story isn't that good, per se, well, underwhelming. This takes place in realms of gods. This motherfucker is a god. This kid is the son of a god. That witch up there is a god. There are gods all over the place. I think Baldur is a god, but I don't know. There are dragons, trolls, ogres. There are different realms. This is a fantastical universe. Like, written all over it. Like, it's a god mythology, for fuck's sake. And yet, and then even, like, the biggest examples, the dragon fight, and the fight with Baldur. And the reanimated things to fight. Okay, I gotta get the thing off the thingy. But, out of all of those things, though, the gameplay is good, but like, just think about it. Out of all that fantastical shit, the whole point of the story so far. Now there may be other points that haven't been revealed. You know, there are some subplots here and there, but the main objective of the main plot of the game is to bury a dead woman. Do you get that now? How I find the story to be honestly underwhelming. Out of all the shit this game has to offer, locations, characters, gameplay. This story revolves around burying a dead woman. Or putting her at peace. Do you get now why I say it's underwhelming? I hope you do. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta... Yeah, remove.
So, Mimir, why did Freya spit in your face?
No. Speak of Balder. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye.
Oh, wait. Before the two. What was the dead mother's name? The name was Faye.
Balder is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Balder is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
Hope he's not broken.
Probably is. As a, like, so Freya is the goddess. Faye is the mother's name. But can you see now how I got kind of confused at first? Freya, Faye, they're not exactly enunciated very
We're in the
differently.
lake.
Perfect. Dock us near the bridge.
All right.
Mimir,
All right.
you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish.
Ed, how do we speak to the serpent?
There's a horn on a platform at the middle point of the bridge. Take me to it.
All right.
That horn!
And this is where you finally... I used this thing mistakenly, what, twice? Trying to get shit done?
Good. Now put my lips to the horn.
Alright, let's do it. He's so big and scary looking, yet he's so nice. Docile.
Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
Alright, wish me luck. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. You and me. I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why you? Oh no, that's not right. Mokuno huntun kun. Eko no thun no vunora. He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you. Efniun Fobuar. Curious.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're headed in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one on the peak where we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is, and it's not far.
You looked kind of mad for a moment there.
Now that, you thought I said you were friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
Wait, look! The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
Alrighty then. You know, one thing though, dude, that language reminds me of Korean, and here's why. This language that they spoke has well, hang on. Juliet. The world serpent spans all the waters of Midgard. Maybe the only one big enough to beat Thor. Still can't believe we met him. Yeah, okay, so but like, so that language, like, I don't know how that could possibly work. Like the one the serpent speaks, because like all they say is vo, some bullshit like that, right? So it's like each word seems to have one consonant at the very beginning, and the rest of the entire word is just vowels. Not only is it all vowels, it's a single letter. Like, how does a language like that work? Like, I just don't understand that. And the reason I compare it to Korean is Korean has a similar thing with the exact opposite. With Korean, like, it doesn't even, like if you don't speak Korean, which I don't, then like, because what Korean does is Korean has a bunch of small words that all have like 1 or 2 syllables each. Like, it's weird. Like, you'd have to hear it yourself to really get it, but like most Korean words, at least that I've heard, are like 1 or 2 syllables each, and like they don't sound anything like each other. So like it doesn't, like, okay, if when there's a language you don't know, Spanish, German, Japanese, whatever it may be, you don't know it, but it at least sounds like a goddamn language. For me at least, when I hear Korean, it doesn't even sound like a language. It sounds like they're speaking fucking gibberish. And the reason why I compare it to that language is because, like, it sounds like gibberish, so it's like, how can gibberish be a language? I don't know. Maybe it was a bad comparison, but... And here's the boat.
So when we get to the boat,
or not.
we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Which way to the chisel?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
Okay.
Mimir,
You know what?
you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore, but a rather senseless waste of precious life.
It always
Wouldn't you
is.
agree, brother? Precisely. Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. It took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to
To keep
protect
the
her
peace.
people.
Yep.
A selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Interesting. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to devote a small measure of time to this shore. Small measure of time.
Boy,
I'm even going to put a timestamp. I'm even going to put a timestamp, Bess, to skip this.
It's some kind of drawing. Maybe a map? Oh! Maybe a treasure map!
Nightmares, ugh! What awful pests!
Can I get the fuck up here?
Nightmares, ugh! What awful pests!
Ow. There we go.
Above you! Watch out! How'd I do?
I see improvement.
Now what's up here? I don't care about the bestiary. Okay, well, I don't care anymore. Let's get out of here. As I said, only a small amount of time. The Mason's Channel. Okay. It's a river with a lot of waterfalls. Rivers. You know, on the topic of rivers, just body of waters in general, here's some useless trivia for you that I just thought off the top of my head. There are 4 of these things that are coming to my mind. Actually, more like 6. River, oasis, pond, lake, sea, ocean. Do you know the difference? River is basically a water street. An oasis is a body of water in the middle of, well, basically desert or, you know, land, somewhere that doesn't have really much water. Pond and lake. What separates those two is not size, it's depth. When it comes to a lake, sunlight does not hit the bottom. With a pond it does. And that's it. What separates a sea and an ocean is that the sea connects inland. Oceans don't. Oh. I don't know why I bothered to give you that trivia, but there's some trivia for you. What?
This I swear. You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace.
That's great.
Yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy,
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death. If only for a short while.
boy, we are leaving.
Nah,
They've taken 3
fuck
of
that
Sweet
guy.
Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring
What
me
the
her
fuck,
bones,
though?
child. Gulvig will reward you.
Yo, fuck you, dude.
Good. The special chisel is ahead, past this gate.
What the fuck? Get out of here, get out of here, now. Fuck, let's just go. Asshole.
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge onto his son, but young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, the quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son, but in his emotional state soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person who didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Is that a Scottish accent or an Irish accent that Mimir has? Or am I just totally off?
You found the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
I mean, to be fair, when I first started playing Tomb Raider, I did get Laura's accent totally wrong, somehow. Even though it's clearly British. Like, it's a thick British accent, and I said it was, what, Australian at first?
We will take him down together.
Alright, asshole. See, now that bestiary would do good right now when I don't know shit. And now he's gonna give me the useless bestiary.
We seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. A very, very
Let me correct that. The bestiary itself isn't useless, but the tips in it are. Wolver. They look like wolves, but they stand upright as like humans and are a lot smarter, and faster, and stronger. Their fur is so dense it makes them tough to put down. They're pretty easy for me. They remind me a little of those berserkers that Father put down last summer, but wolves instead of bears. Dude, berserkers, man. Now, if you've ever owned an Xbox console, specifically an Xbox 360, and if you've ever played a game called Gears of War, then you know exactly what the fuck I'm thinking about when I hear the word berserker. And if you've never played that game, you never owned a 360, then, well, either Google it or YouTube it. Gears of War Berserker. Or Gears of War First Berserker Encounter or some shit. If you care enough. If you don't care enough, then just tell me to go fuck myself. That'll work too.
That big crystal on the giant's ring looks promising. Darn, that didn't seem to do anything.
Oh. Yeah.
Brother, looks like that crystal's brimming again.
No shit. Did that do anything? Yes, it did.
Neat trick, lad.
Thanks. His idea.
God damn, it's a fucking great idea. Now to the left. Hee hee.
What happened to the survivors?
Oh, Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
This is locked up good.
Yeah. A lot of shit is around here.
Atreus, to me.
Oh my god.
Which way?
Why are these puzzles always so goddamn simple but seem so goddamn hard? My goodness.
There he is.
Find the tip of that chisel. That's the magic we need.
Hostiles up ahead.
Fuck
Are we
'em.
doing this? I'm ready.
Okay, asshole.
I wonder what it's for.
Assholes. New tip. I don't care about tips, bro. Cause your tip, dude, like all of your tips come belated as hell.
Hey, hardened road tree staff. That's handy.
Not really. We already basically have
Well,
it.
here's the base for the crystal we saw. But how do we get it down?
Let's see. Well, straight away we need. Okay, I thought I could climb it. I guess not. Thank you, Atreus. Appreciate your help, buddy. Holy fuck. This motherfucker is a fucking giant. Actually, it makes sense, but god damn, he's fucking huge.
How are we getting down there?
I have a plan.
That's what I call a
do?
fucking
Do not
giant.
act so surprised.
Oh, no offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
This should be entertaining.
Boy,
Ready.
Holy shit. You assholes think you're intimidating. You're not. Holy shit. Really? You throw your friend at me? Oh my god. Okay, now this is starting to get intimidating.
Behind you, watch out!
Oh shit. on, bitch. You think I'm fucking afraid of you? I was for a little bit, but not anymore. You think you're getting off the hook? Oh, that I'm afraid of you? This is how the ice is gonna break his neck.